Hey, what's up guys? Thanks for checking out my video. I got a pre-workout review today. I just got this small 10 serving container of ErgoBlast by ErgoGenix. It looked like it had some pretty decent ingredients and it had some good reviews online, so I just wanted to check it out. And I believe this is a pretty new pre-workout too, so I wanted to do a review for you guys. I already had their previous pre-workout Ergo Pump, which I reviewed in the past. And I haven't really used this too much, but if I can remember, I said it was a pretty good pre-workout, you know, like nothing mind-blowing, but it was definitely a decent pre-workout. Now these are actually two quite different products. As you can see by the name Ergo Pump, this is more designed for a pump. This is more of a nitric oxide product, not as much of a, you know, stimulant, whereas this is more of a concentrated stimulant. This is a 14-gram scoop. This is a 5-gram scoop. Total caffeine in the Ergo Pump is 175 milligrams. Total caffeine in one scoop of the ErgoBlast is 300 milligrams. This has quite a few different nitric oxide boosters in it. The ErgoBlast basically only has one, which is agmatine sulfate. So you can see this is less of a stimulant, more of a nitric oxide booster, whereas this is just more of a concentrated stimulant. So just real quick, I'm going to go over some of the ingredients in here. You got creatine hydrochloride, which is the Concrete brand, creatine hydrochloride, and that's 1 gram. So right off the bat, that's really good. I don't even need to, like I said, I usually mix in a scoop of hydrochloride with all of my pre-workouts. With this, there's no need. It's already got 1 gram, which is a real decent amount of creatine hydrochloride, so I'm good with that. Agmatine sulfate, 500 milligrams. Now that's the only nitric oxide booster in here, but that's thought to be the best one. And 500 milligrams, that's a decent, decent serving size of it. And then that's the only 2 ingredients. And then we go on to the stimulant blend, Ergo Stim blend. N-acetyl L-tyrosine, caffeine anhydrous, more L-tyrosine, L-dopa, which that's converts to dopamine, which is a neurotransmitter. Theobromine, which that is a stimulant. They say that's similar to caffeine. N-methyltyramine, higenamine hydrochloride, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing these names. I don't necessarily know the exact proper pronunciation. Higenamine hydrochloride, which is, I believe it's like a bronchial dilator. They use it to treat asthma, and it also has some effect on the energy production process. Guarana seed extract, which that's also caffeine. That contains caffeine as well, but there's a little note on the bottom here. Total caffeine is 300 milligrams per scoop. Huperzine 1%, that's like a mood enhancer, focus agent. So as you can see, basically most of these ingredients are geared towards, you know, stimulant effects. But I do like that they threw the creatine hydrochloride and the agmatine sulfate in there. So we're going to go ahead and give it a try. I don't want to make this review too long. This is the strawberry kiwi flavor. 5-gram scoop. So this definitely is like a concentrated type of a stimulant. I feel like barely anything was in that scoop. Wow, that's really good tasting. Gotta say, that's one of the better tasting pre-workouts probably ever had. This definitely probably goes up there in the top 5 tasting pre-workouts I've ever tried. That's a really light, smooth, fruity flavor. So for you people that looking for that good tasting pre-workout, wow, this is one of the ones you could probably drink just for the flavor if you wanted to. A little bit of foam in there, but I'll have to rinse this out with some water and try to get it all down. It actually mixed really well. It's just a lot of foam. I mean, that's from using the shaker bottle. Like, the way this mixed, I would say you could probably just mix it with a spoon and have no problems. But the flavor is excellent. Alright, so going to the gym here in a little bit and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Like I said, they got the hydrochloride in there, so I'm not going to add my scoop of creatine. No BCAAs, so I'm probably going to go ahead and take a scoop of my unflavored BCAAs. And because there is only the 500 milligrams of agmatine sulfate, I probably will go ahead and just take one scoop of Chemovol with it, you know. But the 500 milligrams of agmatine sulfate, that is decent. You will get some kind of a pump off of that, some kind of pump enhancement. So that's it, guys. I'll be back. Hey, what's up, guys? Just here to finish out my review on the ErgoBlast pre-workout by ErgoGenix. Now, I was really hoping to love this pre-workout. I was hoping to be really impressed with this pre-workout. Now, by no means is this a bad pre-workout. It just maybe wasn't quite as good as I was hoping for. It's nothing mind-blowing, but I do believe this is a pretty good pre-workout, and there's quite a few things I like about this product. Like I mentioned before, it's a 5-gram scoop. So it's a concentrated, you know, it's a small serving size. But out of that 5 grams, they have the 1 gram of the creatine hydrochloride concrete brand. That's a really good thing. So right there, your pre-workout creatine needs are taken care of. There's only one nitric oxide booster, but it is the best one, agmatine sulfate, at a decent 500 milligrams. Now, if you're big, you know, if you're looking for that big pump, you know, you can always add to this. There's plenty of nitric oxide, you know, products on the market. So you could always add to this, but this is a good base to start with. And then everything else aside from that, that's part of the stimulant blend. And even though it is only a 5-gram scoop, they have 300 milligrams of caffeine in here. So basically, you're never going to need to be taking 2 or 3 scoops of this. 1 scoop is probably more than enough for most people. If you're real stim tolerant, you know, you might want to go up to like a scoop and a half. But like I said, there's no need ever to go up to 2 or 3 scoops on this like some pre-workouts want you to do. Which leads me to my next point, that this is a real good product for the money. You know, this is really decent priced, and because you're never going to need to get up there to 2 or 3 scoops, you know, like this container is 10 servings, and it's 10 legitimate servings. Like I said, some people might want to up the dosage a little bit, but the price is real good for what you're getting with this. Like I said, this is a concentrated pre-workout. If you want to add some nitric oxide boosters to this, of course you can do that. If you want to add some branched chain amino acids to that, you can do that. There are some more comprehensive pre-workouts on the market, you know, like your pre-gyms, nano vapors, or Bullnox. That's going to have more ingredients, more nitric oxide boosters, branched chain amino acids and everything, but you're going to pay for that. So for what this is, being a smaller, concentrated type of pre-workout, for the price you're paying for it, it really does what it does very well. Combine that with the fact that the flavor is excellent. This is strawberry kiwi. I can't speak on the other flavors, but I'm assuming they probably taste good as well. So the flavor is outstanding, the mixability is good, price is good, and I just can't say anything bad about this pre-workout. If you're looking for something a little bit more on the extreme side, of course you can up the dosage. Like next time I might do the scoop and a half. You know, probably going to give me more of the effect I'm looking for. So definitely check this out, guys. I believe it's a pretty new product. I haven't seen any other reviews on it when I checked. So it's definitely something worth looking into. And I'm looking forward to trying this again. I might even come back and do an update when I up the dosage a little bit. That's all for now, guys. Check me next time. I'm going to have some more reviews coming sooner or later. Take care.